Should be on any second. Okay, looks like we're on. I'm just doing a sound check with no headphones first. This is a sound check with no headphones. I'm just trying to test out my sound real quick before we get started. Do you think Mom can hear me good?
Maybe.
Maybe she can. Okay, we're going to do it. I'm just going to talk for a minute. We're getting set up here with no headphones. Do a quick mic check before we get going too far. Now I have the AirPods in. Doing a quick sound check on these, see if they sound different or better or worse. Not sure. Do you think they sound better? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Okay, and then after this one, we're going to plug in the wired headphones and see if that microphone works better. We're going to switch to that. Okay, now we're with the wired headphones. We're seeing if this one works the best.
Yeah.
Go ask Mom which one she likes the best. No headphones, AirPods, or wired headphones. And then we'll go with that.
No headphones. The wired ones are staticky.
Okay.
The no headphones was the best, honestly.
Okay. We'll just go with that then. Thanks, dear.
Yeah.
All right. That's that. We had to do a quick mic check. Quick audio check. So we're going to open a new box of pennies today. But first, where's your coin at?
I don't know.
Did you lose it? Oh, man. Is it on the counter? Is it in your room? Me and my helper buddy, we went and checked the Coinstar yesterday at Walmart. And he found a Canadian dime in there. First coin he's found in there. In the Coinstar before. Stoked. That's awesome. It's a great find, but now I can't find it, so I can't show it off to you guys.
Found it.
You found it? All right, bring it here.
I found it.
Do you want to show it, or do you want me to show it?
Where's that? We can show them.
Yeah.
This one.
This is what we found in the Coinstar yesterday, hey, bud?
Yep.
A Canadian dime. Look at that. Nice and shiny. 10 cents.
10 cents.
Yeah, that's what he found. This is a Queen Elizabeth, the tooth. And this one is commemorative 1952 to 2002.
P.
Yeah, I'm not sure what P means on this one. I don't think it's Philadelphia. It might.
Do we look it up?
I'm not real sure on Canadian coins if the P is Philadelphia or not. It might be.
Yeah, this might be a different Philadelphia mark.
Maybe. Oh, I got to turn the light on so we have some good lighting. So here's the Coinstar find from yesterday, 1952 to 2002. Queen Elizabeth II, Canadian 10 cents.
Did I tell him where we found it? What's stop?
Yeah. Yeah.
Walmart.
Yep. Walmart Coinstar. You always got to check the Coinstar.
Yep. So you can get a coin.
Yep. Great job, buddy.
No.
Thanks for sharing that one. All right. We're going to go through. I have a few rolls of quarters first.
Can I do it?
And then we're going to get into the box of pennies. Hold on, buddy. Gotta make some room here. Holy cow.
Put my arms.
Yeah. We have a little helper buddy's gonna open up some coins for us today.
Right here, okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Is there anybody there?
Yeah. We've got a few people on here. They're ready for you. I always gotta have a good helper. That's one way to do it, hey?
Mhm.
You're doing a great job.
Mhm.
Got them all?
Yep.
All right. Well, go ahead and get started. See if we can find some valuable coins, hey?
Mhm.
You think we can today?
Like
Just gotta get
this one.
Yeah, like a Canadian dime, hey?
Yep.
If you guys don't have a helper, you gotta get a helper. Starting off with a 73 Denver. We got the NGC coin site open to the side here. 73. No, I was thinking 72 Denver for looking for the Type H reverse. Nothing on that one. Man, I did so many roll recorders yesterday. I gotta get this into the trash. We did probably most of the box yesterday, to be honest. Got rolling paper for days. Yesterday we found a couple of good finds. We found a 2023 P nose wart. You can even see that without the scope there. A little bump on the nose there. A little extra metal. This one was the Edith Kanaka Ole design. And then we found the 83 Philadelphia Spitting Eagle. And you just look right under the beak there. That line going from the beak down to the wing, the shoulder right there. Great finds. That's why we do what we do. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We're going to see if we can find some more good errors, some varieties. We had a couple of good lives yesterday. I think we primarily looked at quarters. 82 Philly. We're saving those ones since they didn't make the mint sets of those years, 82 and 83. Wyoming, we're looking for doubled saddles. There's all kinds of stuff to look for on these. If you're just getting into it, go to ngccoin.com, go under resources, varieties plus, whatever coinage. There's US coins, there's foreign coins. And you can start looking at examples there. Here's a 70 Denver. 1970, not in too terrible a shape. 70 Denver, we're looking for a DDO, a DDR, or a Type H reverse. Start on the front here, looking for doubling and the lettering. NGC Coins site also has really good picture examples on most of what you're looking for. Not all, but most. And descriptions as well. So it's not in too bad a shape here. Got some good crisp edges, not too much wear. And then Type H, we're looking at them arrows there, trying to find arrows buried into that leaf there on the left. If you can see these tips, these top two arrow tips like we can there, not the Type H, this is a Type G. Not quite what we're looking for, but we're going to keep on looking. Welcome in, DW Cat. Happy to see you've made it. Yesterday I put a poll out there wondering if people can still buy full boxes of pennies from their bank. I had like 21 votes, 67% no. So only 7 out of 21 people were able to buy full boxes of pennies anymore from their bank. Banks are just getting kind of stingy, if you ask me. But then I also had a really good suggestion from one of the viewers yesterday. They'll go through a box of pennies, they'll hold back the copper and anything that they want to hold on to. Then they'll bring back all the zinc pennies, like a full box of zinc pennies, back to the bank and exchange it. Be like, here's an exchange. So you still have a box of pennies and I get a box of pennies, and he gets something else to search through. So that's a really good tip. I had not thought of that before. Here's a 21 crossing Delaware. We're looking for extra metal up in General George Washington's hat. '72 Philly. I think these are something to check as well. We're going to finish up the box of quarters. I have 4 more rolls after this. That'll be the whole box of quarters. Then we're going to open up a new box of pennies. There's not new pennies, but it's just unopened box. Just to clarify. So 72. Oh man, 72 Philly. There's nothing. Oh well. Ah, your bank's just recycling. Here's the junk that you already looked at. That you already pulled all of the silver out of, or all of the copper out and whatnot. Here's Eleanor. Looking for die chips, that type of thing. We're also checking these coins over just at a quick glance. Once you look at 1,000 coins, you can kind of determine pretty quickly what you should probably hang on to based on the quality of it. I'm gonna look at the nose. No, just a bunch of schmooze on this one. Nasty. This one spent 4 seconds in someone's cup holder in their car, and it got nasty. Another 82. I'll hold on to that one for now. Yard sale yesterday. That's a good day for a yard sale. We have citywide yard sales coming up next weekend, I believe. We'll go tour around town and see if we can find some good stuff. Maybe have a little sale of our own. Arches 2014. Last year, my little helper buddy, he had a garage sale of his own. Put it out there, everything $1, and he made 40 bucks. And he didn't sell everything. There's a bunch of random stuff that we're gonna bring back to the thrift store. It was coffee mugs and hats and different things that I've gotten from trade shows and stuff in the past, and just kind of hanging on to it. And like, well, I don't need 4 Yeti coffee cups. So everything was $1, and everyone that came paid over $1 for whatever they took, because it was my buddy's sale. So it's pretty fun. So 65 out of Philadelphia. We're looking for the DDO and the DDR. Got some damage there across the R in Liberty. Got a ton of damage on the reverse. Holy cow. Seems been through the ringer. Big old scratches. Wow. That's in rough shape. Yeah, so maybe we'll do another sale. He'll make some more money. The other kids sold Rice Krispie bars and pop at the corner. They did really good as well. So gotta love those summer sales. You gotta keep an eye out for silver spoons and bowls and all that type of stuff. There's a fatty. Looks a little fat there. That shiny one. Maybe not. Check it out, see what we can find. I'm hoping to give away some wheat cents later on. I did get my stickers in. Some of you guys saw them. The Hellman and Hunt stickers are in, so anyone that's waiting on a piece of mail from me, a wheat cent or whatever, you can get a Hellman and Hunt sticker as well. And then any wheat cents we can give away once we open that box. You guys will also get a sticker to go. Delaware, looking for Spitting Horse. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic Sunday. Good end to the weekend back to the grind tomorrow. 2013. Minnesota, we're looking for that extra tree. $79. It's kind of crazy. Some of these coins, they're not that old and they're in super rough shape. And then you get some old ones that, I don't know, maybe they sat in someone's coffee can for 40 years, were in circulation for a year, and then all of a sudden it's back to the bank or whatever, and really tip-top shape. Eleanor Roosevelt. She looks aged in this one. "7 days of bad rainstorms." Holy cow. 1990. It's a great year to be alive. 2013. Another 83. This one's a Denver. On the Phillies, we're looking for that spitting eagle. The ground coins. My boy pushed it in my coin book. Some of these ones. This is 88 Philly. Just consistently brown. Spent some time in the dirt for sure. At least that's what many of the ones that I've dug up kind of look like. There's a Maria Tall Chief, pretty shiny. 23 Denver. $2020 should have been a W. Just got the Denver. Another 2019. It's been a minute since I found a West Point mint. I think they're getting harder and harder to find. DW Cat, you like those dancers, huh? The Tall Chief. 184,800,000 minted. It's another 2020. We're looking for the caved bat face or a West Point. Got neither. Crossing the Delaware. 2021 Denver. These ones are usually really shiny. Looking for extra metal in the hat. New York, New York. Not sure. Pretty quiet in the room today, this afternoon. But there's a North Dakota. My home state. Here's that super shiny one I was talking about. 23 Denver, a Bessie Coleman. They did 317 million of these ones, plus or minus. It's got some luster to it. Looking for a burning plane. Check out the glasses. Kind of a cool design, you know. Hey Nancy, welcome in. Bass fishing, welcome in as well. We're doing a few quarters and then we're going to open up a box of pennies. Looking for Wheaties. Looking for anything that's got a little extra value to it. We have partly cloudy. It's mid-70s outside today. Beautiful day out there. Not too humid. And there's some rain in the forecast potentially, so we'll see what happens. So we got quarters and pennies. I do have nickels on hand as well if anyone wants to look at nickels. And then I have some half dollars. They're not rolled half dollars, but they're nothing silver in there either. 2014. 81 Philly. I just saved my copper 82 and before. Anything 3.1 grams, I'll set those ones aside. There's a Maya Angelou. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. If you guys have good ideas on what to do with them, I know people are saving the copper and they're just kind of bagging it up and hanging on to it just because of the copper value. But it takes up room, man. I don't know. We got a 2020 Salt River Bay potential for. Oh, we got a double Salt River Bay. Double whammy. Hopefully one of them is a West Point mint. But yeah, if any of you guys have any suggestions on what to do with the copper besides save it, like I don't mind saving it, but it takes up room. And that prevents you from getting more change to look at. Look at, we got a whole stack of shiners at the bottom here. Whole stack of them. All right, let's see if we can find a West Point. Here's one 2020. Nope, just a Denver. Bummer. Bars. I don't know. I don't know where I heard that from. Someone said bars. I don't know. Don't take up quite as much space. 2021. Denver. Let's see this one. Interesting. That wasn't even in my book. This is 2021 crossing the Delaware forward, but not this 2021. Tuskegee Airmen. We're looking for a burning building. A lot of potential to have a lot of different die chips on this one. Looks like there's a big gouge damage. I don't know. Is that damage? Probably. I'm going to set this off to the side until we come up with another one of these to compare it to. It just looks like there's a scratch right down. Like post-mint damage. And then it continues on down there. So probably for a rolling machine or something like that. Probably. Hovite Idar 2023. I do have both of those. This is a Denver 188 million. No, this is a Philly 190,600,000. $2020 Denver. On the Phillies, we're looking for a DO, but not on the Denvers. Another 2021. This one's got some stuff on it. It's just damaged on her face. A lot of pitting on this one. So look at her face next to the knuckle here. I don't know if that's supposed to be a microphone or something. Probably. I thought it was like a doubled knuckle at first, but I think it's probably some sort of microphone or something. Bass fishing, we had a discussion on the in cod we trust. I'm on the fence about that one. I don't think it's an actual error, but you guys might think differently. It's not a recognized error, I suppose, from the grading companies anyway. Not saying it's not out there. South Carolina. Let's get the rest of these quarters done. Get on to some pennies. Hey, welcome in, Kevin. Thanks for the email the other day. I appreciate it. That's actually true. I have seen a bunch of in cod we trust on eBay. I don't have a store or anything on eBay. Maybe I should. I don't know. I'd feel kind of bad selling them though, because I know people buy them, but I don't know. I'm on the fence. Idaho. Esto perpetua. Maryland. I'll have to start looking at that, the cod versus the god lettering, and see, formulate an official opinion. Maybe I can find some examples of some that are indeed doubled. I'm going to go back to that, I think it was a Denver. I'm looking for a Philly. Oh, that was a Philly Althea Gibson. Nice. I can push this one in the book now. 2025 P. Althea Gibson. I don't have a mintage on that in my coin folder, but 2025 Philly A. Gibson. How many minted of that design in Philly? Anyone have a number on hand? Make sure you guys double tap that screen. Get some likes on the video. Get some traction. Got a pretty full house today. Appreciate all you guys coming in. Cuban, welcome in. Rabbit Island, South Carolina. Good to see ya. Oprah Rose, welcome back. Tennis player is, I think it's the American women. It's one of the. It's a 2025 newer coin. 2025 A. Gibson. I call her a pickleball player. I don't know. She's probably a tennis player. But here's what I have on that. I got the P and I got the D. Althea Gibson. World's greatest pickleball player, I'm sure. I'm still waiting, holding my breath, waiting for some 2026 coins to come into circulation in North Dakota. Have not found it yet, but I'm working on it. 2019. Dang, you should have been a West Point. Should have been. A little damage there on the top of that cross. You can get die chips around some of these coins. And then I'm looking for a doubled wave. 81. Florida. I went through Florida a couple months ago on a boat through Lake Okeechobee. It was pretty fun. A lot of gators down that way. On the west side of Okeechobee, not necessarily on the east side. Didn't see a whole lot over there. Effigy mounds. Heard stories about doubled udders on these. I haven't looked up to try to find an example of them, but I think it's on this one. Not sure what it would look like, to be honest with you. Georgia, last one of this roll. That 2020 should have been a W as well. Dang. Cup's getting full. It was mostly filled up from yesterday's. But we went through 3 rolls. We got 2 left of quarters. We're going to bust open a box of pennies. And we're going to try to find some wheat cents to give away. Because you guys are awesome. I wish those bank machines would not discriminate against silver, because quarter hunting would be way funner. Ooh, there's the Kansas. Looking for the In God We Rust. Another 2020. Got some interesting toning on this one. I'm not sure what that's all about, but Another Denver. That's not a bad looking coin. Got a lot of little scratches on it and whatnot. Pretty shiny. 21 Denver. Hopefully we can find one of these extra metal on the hat. I do have a couple of them. But unfortunately, they're probably in a baggie somewhere. Not organized super well. Kind of like the rest of my life. Held together by a few strands of thread, you know. Minnesota, looking for extra trees. Right in that gap there. Use my fancy little pointer. Right around here. New Hampshire. 2000. Oh, what are we looking for on the sleeve again? What part of the sleeve? Like his cuff? I always forget about that. I always just look for the hat. What are you looking for on his sleeve? 2021. 25-cent crossing. The bird's nest or the crown die chip is the most famous. Missing clad layer. Yeah, that crown is the under. I'll have to look up some photos on that one. Try to find something. Another 2020 out of Denver. There's a lot of these in these last couple rolls. Ooh, here's a cool looking one. 1981. It's like, it's not quite as dark as the other one I found, but that's kind of a cool, it's got like a cool accent to it now. '81 Denver. Cats are typing for you. That'll happen. Well, hello to the cat. Thanks for watching Hellman and Hunt's kitty cat. 2019. Can we find a West Point? We have just a couple more to look at. What's up, Robert? Welcome in. We're finishing up a couple rolls of quarters here, and then we're going to bust open the penny box. Another cross in the Delaware. We'll check out this one. We'll try to remember to check for the crown and the cuff. Some people say the sword too. I suppose you can probably have die chips just about anywhere for them on these suckers. Just some more commonplace spots that they actually do show up that people point out. So Frederick Douglass. Like this one, if you really knew the design really well and you knew exactly where to look, you'd probably find some die chips on these too. Trying to stick to the main recognized ones without spending too much time on them. Robert found a 69 SDDO. That is awesome. I don't come across too many. I guess a 69S. I've seen a bunch of those. Haven't found any DDOs on them, so congrats, man. There's an 83. Not in too great a shape, but Nevada, Denver. looking for is a pooping horse. On that back horse, dye chips in the legs and whatnot. Salt River 2020. Dang. DDO is a double dye obverse. So remember way back in grade school, this is heads, this is the obverse, this is tails, this is the reverse. So a DDO double dye obverse, and you said there's a 69S DDO date. So the date is doubled on the date side or the obverse. Hopefully I explained that sufficiently. Get some damage up in the hat there. I have never sent a coin to be graded yet. I've thought about it. I have a couple that I might send, but heard the process can be great or very confusing. This one looks like a die crack going right across his throat. What do you guys think? Does that look like a die crack to you? We'll look at it a little closer. Gonna check out for got some scratches. Looking for die chips. Right across the middle. I'm not sure. It could be a scratch. There's another scratch in his forehead, but this one looks less scratchy. Put some side light on it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. Might have to use the I don't use this very often, but I got this flash magnifier handheld. Sometimes you can see little details you can't see with the scope. Kind of looks like the same, but kind of looks like it's just a dirt-filled scratch, maybe. Very tough to say. I'm going to set that one off to the side. Maybe there's something there, maybe there's not. Nice, thanks, Opal. June 30th. Uncirculated mint set. All kinds of stuff going on. Back to back, crossing the Delawares. Hat's got some scratches on it. Kentucky 2001. Let's see, where are we at with this? 79. 80, another 82. This one's Denver as well. Denver, come on. Should have been a West Point. We're down to the last roll of quarters from that whole $500 box. This whole thing went to the bank. That's the last of it. They had to build me a box. It wasn't a sealed box anymore, but they had to fill it with. They're like, what's this knucklehead want a box of quarters for? This thing's so freaking heavy. Maybe there's a West Point in here. Maybe we can get lucky. It'll be a fun day. Thanks, Opal. I'll have to go check that out. Another cross in the Delaware. I have come across those before, just not recently. There's a Delaware. Looking for a spitting horse. I don't know if they're fillies or Denver spitting horses, but I just check all of them. Kind of like this one. Delaware spitting horse. Another ground coin, 88. Man, they dropped their change a lot in the 80s. Find a lot of ground coins from the 80s. 93. There's another 25. Denver, Miss Pickleball Universe. 86, Philadelphia. Maryland, the old line state. I can hardly believe that's been almost 45 minutes already. That is crazy. What are you guys doing at the rest of your Sunday afternoon before the work week starts back up again? I'm trying to find that $100,000 coin that I would sell, so then maybe I don't have to go to work tomorrow. That's just a drop of schmooze on his hat. I don't think that's yeah, just some schmooze. Trying to find that $100,000 coin so I can just look at more coins instead of having to go back to work. I haven't found it yet. I'm not holding my breath. So here's a 67. If you guys are at all regular watchers, you know 67. Nothing really special to look for on it, unless you find something like this. 67. There's nothing special about the coin until you flip it over and it's super rotated. 47 degrees. I did expert mathematical calculations on this one. That's what I came up with, 47 degrees of rotation. So keep an eye out. That's why you always got to flip both sides. Then you can turn one of these 25-cent coins into a $20 coin or more. Opal's got all the news, all the scoop. Appreciate that for keeping tabs on what the coin community is doing for us. While we sit here and look for West Point mints. Anything that adds a little bit of extra value to our pocket change. So far we've been marginally successful or marginally unsuccessful. Guess depends on, is that cup half full or half empty? You just never know sometimes. Either way, we'll keep on trying. Marsh Billings Rockefeller should have been a West Point. Marsh Billings. Only a couple things on the America the Beautiful coins. Arizona, looking for that extra cactus in the bottom right quadrant. Next to those initials, JFM. Should be a chunk of metal there. Yeah, you gotta watch out, especially if you buy coins online. You gotta watch out for fakes. You gotta be really careful. You're buying from some trustworthy sources. That is for sure. Otherwise, scam nation all over the place. 87 Philly. Got a few left in here. Then we're getting on. We're moving on to pennies. Delaware. Look for that spitting horse again. Thank you, Opal. Appreciate you. You are a valued member of the community. So, and I'm not saying that with sarcasm. I appreciate it. Ending off with a 2020 Salt River Bay out of Denver. What's up, Angel? Okay, I'm gonna open up a new box of pennies. But first, I want to show you guys something. The box I'm going to show you first, I'm not going to open it. It's a gift for somebody. So this one, new box. Check that one out right in the center. Wheat cent right there. Right next to it, another wheat cent. This box is probably a gold mine. But this is not the box I'm going to open. I'm going to open a different box. I'm saving that box for somebody. I'll open up this other box. I don't see any enders in it. But it's all right. It's from the same bank. I have pretty good luck. Oh man, I can't even pick it up. I have pretty good luck at this bank. Beautiful. Brand new box. I'm just going to take a quick gander. Not going to be able to see all of them, but got some shiny shields for sure. I got some older looking ones in here as well. They're the 60s something. Yeah, 60s. Anyway, we're going to get started with this. We're going to see if we can find any wheat cents in here. If we do, we're going to give some away. See where we can go from there. Get reset here. What's up, Craig? Welcome back. Carmel. Good to see you guys again. Alrighty. We're going to start off. We got 80s something and a 70s. Definitely copper. Have to get used to the size difference going from quarters back to pennies. Just everything feels a little bit different, you know? Definitely got some copper cents in here. Strong potential for Wheaties. We shall see. There's that copper ender, 76 Denver, putting in the copper bin. 95 Denver, looking for that DDO. Oh, maybe we'll scooch in a little bit. Get the focus back up. Here we go. Looking for a DDO on a 95. $92, looking for the cam. 92. Close AM. A lot of shield, shiny stuff in here as well. 84 has doubled ear, beard, tie, DDO. $72 Denver. I gotta refer to the NGC Varieties Plus. Look for United States coins, US cents. 72 Denver DDO double die obverse. Last time I went to the bank and I asked for $50. They came back with gold dollars. It's like, no, I mean, I appreciate it, but I really wanted $50. So they had to go back and do it all over again and go back to the safe and whatnot. What banks do you guys use to get your rolls from? I don't care about the company. I just like to look for a small bank. Small town banks. That's what I'm after. What's up, buddy?
Can I draw? Can this just happen?
Did you ask Mom?
No.
You should ask Mom if you can use her iPad.
I don't know who she is.
She on the deck? Oh, she's in my truck. She's outside. 92 looking for the cam. Yeah, every time I drive through a small town, try to find a bank if you got time. I mean, if you're traveling somewhere, obviously it's hard to make time to stop in every darn bank. But do try it every so often. You don't have to get a whole box. Just be like, hey, can I get 5 rolls of pennies? Or can I get a roll of quarters? Or do you have any $50 type of thing? So that's usually what I try to do. $95, looking for that DDO. $73. We got some rim damage on this one. I don't know what caused that one. It's like hammering. Got hammered. $74 copper for the copper pile. 98. Wish you were a Philly 98. 66. I kind of doubt this one's got anything to look for, but I'm just going to check it real quick. 66. Nope, I was wrong. 66. Double die obverse. Good crisp lettering on this one. No DDO. 18 Denver. Might be a doubled ear if you're lucky. $19.90. Let's go. Double tap that screen for some good luck, and we can find some rare and valuable pieces of history here. Make sure you head over to the channel and subscribe. Ooh, 83. I've been forgetting. We're weighing all over 80s. 82 and later, we're weighing them. We're looking for copper in the 83, 84, 85, all the 80s. Easy 5,000 bucks. I don't know, I just pulled that number out. 83, we're also looking for DDO on the Phillies. And a DDR. Look for that double die reverse as well.
Dad?
Yeah, buddy?
No.
What's up?
I want to do this A. Don't do anything else.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure. You'll have to ask your mother.
blurry races.
Oh, you have to go ask your mother. I'm not sure. I've never used that before. 94 Denver. Ooh, a doubled ear. I have examples I can show. They're not my examples, but I can show. So the 84 is the most common. NGC's site here has some pretty good examples. This is the 84 double die obverse. And you can see basically a mirror image of this bottom section of the ear right there. Here's even a closer look at it. Here's the main ear and then a doubled ear right below it. So that's the 84 doubled ear. And then if we look at the...
Dad.
Yeah?
Dad.
Cool. The 2018 Denver DDO. It's just like a little piece of it right here. So right behind his earlobe, there's a little piece of it right there. Those are the two that I typically look for. We had a discussion about this on one of my other videos, and there's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 different ears that you can actually find doubled ears. I can't remember them offhand. Just Google it. It'll spit out a bunch of them. Pretty much what it comes down to is if you don't remember, just look at every single Lincoln ear on every single cent you have. There's a bunch out there. Just gotta take the time to look for them. There's an 89 Denver. We're gonna weigh that sucker. Imagine getting a 3.1 gram plancha on an 89. That would be sweet. That would be one I would go get graded and validated and downright appreciated. We got 10 likes. Can we get 10 more? Just everyone double tap that screen. Even if you're just passing through, I don't mind. It's free of charge today. Here's a 2001. This one just feels like it's like a deep punch. I better weigh it just for funsies. Nope, 2.5 grams. Just feels like a deep punch. Not sure if that actually adds any value or not, but it's all good. Last one of the first penny roll is an 86 out of Philadelphia. Can't even be copper. Come on. All right, let's go for another one again. That other box of pennies I showed, that's the most enders I was able to view without opening the box. I have had other boxes with 3, 4 enders. Once you open it up, check out both sides and everything. But that's very promising from my bank that always comes through for me. Got some shiny stuff, got some dark stuff, got some copper, got some ground coins in here. We'll see what this can reveal. Find some history. Find some coins that people held on to. What is the earliest wheat cent you guys have ever found in a bankroll? I found a 1919 at one point. What is this, 2019? Oh, it's a Denver. Found a 1919 wheat cent in a roll. That was my oldest. It was like a one-off. Most of mine are 40s and 50s. You get the occasional 30, but then one from the teens, I was blown away. Second to last year, 2024. This year, I actually found 1909 S Indian cent. Is that right? 1909 Indian? There's a key date. 1909 S Indian. 1 cent. I'm pretty sure it's a key date. Yeah, that's what it was. Auction record, $97,000 at an MS67 in 2006 from Heritage Auctions. Here's an 88, looking for the reverse of 89. If we can see anything on here, we might be lucky. Nope, that thing's pitted beyond belief. It's a 68 Denver, definitely copper. Let's see. This pitted one's only 2.45. It's got such big pits in it. That's crazy. Moving on, 68 out of Denver. 68 Philly. 68 Denver. D over D, so RPM or a DDR. There is no RPM here, so look for that double die reverse. Hope we can find a wheat cent to give away. That'd be pretty awesome. It's been a couple videos now since we had one, but I know they're out there. 92, looking for the close AM. Doesn't matter if it's a Philly or a Denver. 92, look for where that A and the M are touching on the reverse. 78 Denver. That one spent some time in Mother Earth. (2016), nothing going on there. Shield reverse. There's an 82 large date. Denver. Copper cent. Throw it in the copper bucket. (87) Denver, looking for that RPM. If I find an 87 Denver that the mint mark is straight, I'm going to save it. This one's probably the straightest one I've ever seen. Holy cow. 87 Denver. It was repunched south. Sometimes if you squint at it long enough, it like comes to fruition. Zoom in on this sucker. No, it's not repunched, but there we go. 2023 Philly, looking for the extra V. I wonder how rare these things are to find. We get the VDB, looking for an extra V off those initials there. Get an 86. We're just taking those extra 2 seconds to weigh all of our 80s. Looking for a copper cent to try to find that value. Dang, that's a pretty straight mint mark too. What's going on today? Usually every single 87 I find, the mint mark is crooked as hell. Slightly light, 2.47. Within the error zone. I can't think of words. Words are hard. 95 Philly. Looking for a double die obverse. I think just on Liberty. No, in God we trust, in Liberty. $59. We were so close. 59. First year Lincoln Memorial right there. So close. 59. These things have DDOs, RPMs for days. So we're going to look for that DDO. And then the RPMs we're going to go through. I'll zoom in on this just a little bit. So RPMs, let's see here. No, the DDO is on a Philly anyway. We're just looking for RPMs. So it's punched east and west. The triple D over D over D. Repunched slightly west. Repunched clockwise. And leaning left. Repunched slightly counterclockwise. Repunched 3 times. Repunched north. D over horizontal D. Those are all of them. Sometimes they have where the mint mark was punched, like in the tail of the 9 or something way down here. So I kind of go through them and then check them out, see if I have any possibilities. Thanks, DW Cat. Thanks for coming by and visiting for a while. Hopefully you find some good stuff and keep on hunting. That's what I always say. '83 Denver. It's not in bad shape there. Looking for that copper scent. 83 copper. Here's an 82 large date Philadelphia. That one is copper. '84, we'll check it for copper, then we're going to look for the double date. Got a crooked mint mark on that one. That 8 looks kind of goofy on the top. But I don't think that's exactly what we're looking for. DDO, minor doubling at the date. Just like it got smooshed on the top of the 8 a little bit. The bottom would be fatter if it was a doubled. That's why you guys got to get a scope. It definitely helps. 67, that's a copper scent. Another 84. ended up with a 1980 copper. We'll have time for at least one, maybe two more here. Man, you guys got awfully quiet. Where's everybody at? Off doing chores, doing Sunday things. There's some copper corrosion near the bottom. Looks like we got a few coppers in here. Always good to find coppers and rolls. It at least tells you something. It's not completely picked over. Is that an 82 maybe? 83 Denver. Not copper though. Son of a gun. That one is copper. 74 all day long. Wonder if anyone's ever found a 1981 copper or copper plated zinc. 99 Philly. We're looking for the wide AM. Kind of like, well, this one's a 2000. 2000 Philly. Wide AM. See a space in between that A and the M there. Haha, thanks, Carmel. Sometimes it just feels like I'm talking to myself. You just never know. It's all good. What's up?
Do you know what the cribbage board is?
Was it in the bus?
I didn't see it in the bus.
Is it in the dresser? I look in there. Over Christmas break this year, we did 72 games of cribbage. My daughter wanted to do 72 games of cribbage. That's, I think it was 4 per day or something. We got it done. She played 72 games. It was a lot of cribbage. Really brushed up on the skills, though, that's for sure. Now we're just waiting for the local restaurant to put on a cribbage tournament. It's 82 large date Denver. It is copper. If it was a small date Denver and it was copper, dang, that'd be sweet. 2002. I'm still looking for the wide AMs on 2002s on the Phillies. $73. There's another copper. Started setting my copper aside again. Not sure entirely what I'm going to do with it yet. Not sure all what there is to do with it besides hoard it for now, but that's what we'll do for now. 18 Denver. We're looking for that doubled ear. '97. Like I said, there's a lot of years that folks had mentioned. Let me look it up again. Lincoln doubled ear 1 cent. So 84, 97, 88 Phillies. 84 Phillies, the most famous one. MS68 Red sold at auction for upwards of $2,400 in 84 Phillies. 97 Phillies, doubling on lower earlobe and hair curl above the ear. Flawless high grade examples over $1,000. 88 filly, the rarest of the major doubled ears. Clear split on Lincoln's upper ear and earlobe. They're extremely rare, with top condition specimens easily commanding over $3,000 at auction. So we're going to add 97 fillies and 88 fillies. So 84, 88, 97. Looking for doubled ears on those ones. The more you know. It's 85 Denver. Check it for copper. No such luck. But we have a Canadian. Any Canadians in the house today? Here's the circular one. No flat edges on this one. 2006 Canada. Late model Queen Elizabeth the Tooth. If you didn't know, pull out all your Canadian cents and line them up. Oldest to youngest. And then you see that Queen Elizabeth the Tooth gets youngest to oldest. Kind of interesting. If you didn't know that, check it out. 2006. Going in the foreign jar. So 84, 88, and 97 fillies are looking for doubled ears. And 95 filly. Did I misremember this one? 95. Oh, no, DDO on the filly. There's so much to know when it comes to coins. I know a fraction of what's out there. And I have a slight inkling on a fraction more. Here's a cup holder coin. Got a little bit of schmooze build up on it. You guys have some nasty cup holder coins. Send me pictures to helmetandhunts@gmail.com. I'm trying to find the nastiest cup holder coin. It's that coin that you buy a used car and it comes in the cup holder and you sell said car with the coin still in the cup holder. 68 Denver. Got good copper feel to it. And we're looking for 68 Denver RPM and a DDR. No RPM. Look for that double die reverse. '94 Philly. Oh, this one is in rough shape, but we're going to be looking for those doubled columns. In the '94 Philly. Be a column in between these first two on the right, and then right here as well. Nothing in there. That's a rough looking coin though. 2000 Denver. What's up, dude?
I love you.
I love you. You having a good day?
How's the coin lab going?
It's going pretty good.
Okay.
We haven't found too many crazy things, I guess, today, but we're still looking. You want to pick out the next roll of pennies?
Yep.
Do you want to open it?
Tom, a little thing.
Yeah. What are you going to tell them?
The thing about chickens.
Yeah. Tell them about the chickens today.
One of the chickens thought my finger was a worm, and it pecked me.
It pecked you right in the finger?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Did it hurt?
No.
Are you strong?
Yeah.
I was telling them about your garage sale last summer, too.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna have another one this year?
Yeah. I think we should sell something other than donuts.
Sell something other than donuts? Like what?
My dad, was last time all my donuts free?
No, I think they're $1.
Oh yeah, it was $1.
Ask-
Everything was
Ask the guys on the live what you should sell this year.
What did I sell this year?
Should be donuts, Rice Krispies. Uh-oh. What do I see in there? What am I seeing? What is it?
Wheatie!
Let's see that one. Oh, it's too close. We found a Wheatie, guys.
Can I have
A little helper found a Wheatie.
Can I have it?
I was going to give it away on the live. Is that okay?
No.
You want to have this one? We've been looking for a Wheatie, and it found one. What year do you think it is?
65.
You think it's a 65? Well, it's going to be a 58 or less.
58.
It's going to be a 9 to a 58. No, no. I wanna see if people can guess what it is. I want to see if people can guess what it is. Any guesses on this Wheatie? I'm going to guess a 52. Looks like it's in pretty good condition.
Dad, if you get it right, can I have it?
Sure. So, Carmel says, oh, you got to get off the table, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Carmel says 42. D. Gonzalez says 56. Denver, ooh, getting specific here.
Get away.
What do you think it is? Do you have a guess?
No.
No? All right. We'll see what it is. 57, Denver.
I shot that.
You didn't say it. Good job, buddy. 57, Denver. First Wheatie so far. I'll have to look at. See if there's some errors on there, too.
Do you know where you can put it?
Where?
In one of those Americans.
In one of these things? I bought these sweet plastic flips for the extra specials. They're a little more expensive than a cardboard flip, obviously, but they're kind of cool. So let's look up a 57 Denver. See what we're looking for. 57 Denver double diobverse or RPM. There's a lot of RPMs. So DDO. Or an RPM. I don't see either of those. Dang, that's fun. It's promising. What is that, the second roll? Third roll of the box. Fourth roll. I guess we're kind of getting in there, but first wheat scent of the box. Pretty sweet. $67. See if we can find another one of these guys. Here's a 69 Denver. We're looking for the weak or no FG and the floating roof. It's kind of a weak FG, not as weak as some I've seen. And then look for the floating roof. I'd say partial, but nothing spectacular. 15 Philly, looking for a DDO, but this one's in such rough shape. Yeah, we can't even see. 15. Thing is nasty. Wait, last year Memorial. 96 Philly. I think there's a DDO on these ones as well. On We Trust date. We Trust date and the coat area. Looking for doubling.
Dad, was that with you 75?
57.
Oh, 57.
Yep. What are you doing? Showing off my new stickers?
Yeah.
Hellman and Hunt stickers. They're in. When did they come, buddy?
1 day ago.
1 day ago. Yep, they're fresh off the press.
There's some different stickers.
87 Philly. We'll weigh it. We'll see if we can find some copper.
New sticker we never had. The newest one. Found. Found this on the table. I found this on the table.
Oh.
Some other new stickers.
Oh yeah, these are just sample stickers. These aren't my stickers. Those are just what they can get you from the sticker app.
No! I do not like your tape. I don't like my tape.
Go throw it in the trash, please. 88, looking for a reverse of 89. Checking out those initials FG. The schmooze is alive. Is that what you're telling me? That is good to know. 2010. I don't find a whole lot of 2010s. I don't know why. Wonder what the mintage on a 2010. .2010 mintage. 2 billion. What? 2 billion or 1.9 billion, depending on the mints. I don't know. I just don't come across them very often. It's kind of strange. 64 Denver. Probably looking for an RPM on these ones. We'll look it up. 64 Denver RPM. Look at that. Repunched south. Not on this one. What's happening, Chew? Welcome in. I was wondering when you're going to wave your hand at us. .2016 Shield. We found 1 wheat cent so far. We're 4 penny rolls in. And we did 5 quarter rolls in the beginning. Not a whole lot of crazy finds yet. But that's just how it goes sometimes. It's not the doubled ear I was looking for. 14 Shield. Go ahead and double tap your screen, like the video. Ooh, 97. We're looking for doubled ears in 97. We officially added it to our search parameters. 97 doubled ear. That's a fine looking ear right there. .2008 last year Memorial. .95 Denver. Looking for the DDO. That is crisp. Not what we're looking for, but that is a crisp looking coin. What are you guys searching? What are you guys searching these days? I'm doing pennies, quarters. I got nickels. Next time I go to the bank, I think I'm going to get a box of dimes. Maybe I'll get some dollar coins. We'll see. What's you guys' favorite to search? Or are you able to get full boxes of
coins from the bank anymore. I did a poll yesterday. Out of 21 people that voted, only 7 were able to get full boxes from the bank anymore, which is crazy. Sometimes I flip them, and it seems like a rotated die, but it's not. And also, what are you guys doing with copper these days? What do you do with your copper? What's your plans to do with your copper? Kind of curious, because I recently started saving it again after taking a long break from it, and I may go back. I don't know. 63 Denver, looking for a DDO or an RPM. There's some pitting on this one. No RPM, no DDO. 2002, can we get a wide AM? Excuse me. Nope. No such luck. We only got 1 Canadian coin so far as well. This has got some cool wood grain effect going on. 1990. I wonder if it comes through under the coin scope. Kind of. Barely. 2000 Denver. Butterfingers over here. Last one of that roll, 66. There's probably a DDO or a DDR to be found in these models. 66 DDO and DDR. We'll look for both. Look for a DDR. One day we're going to find the mother lode. It's only a matter of time, right? If you look at enough coins, eventually you're going to find something worth a bunch. Calmly search everything. Good deal. I guess you kind of have to. If you're going to start looking at coins, you're going to look at all of them. That's what I like to hear. '74 Denver, 2024, second to last year's Shield Scent. We're looking for Wheaties. We're looking for varieties. We're looking for errors. What was that? 2020. This is going to be the last roll. Possibly. Sometimes I change my mind. Another 66. I do have a couple other things I gotta get done today, so unfortunately can't look at coins all day, even though I'd absolutely love to. $18.80 Indian cent. That's a cool coin. That's $18.59. And then I have a bunch from the 80s and 90s. 1880s, 1890s, and up to 1909. Indian cents. I don't have any. I think I have one of the key dates, the 1909S. Barely legible, but still a key date. Still a cool coin. $73 copper. Man, the wind is picking up out there. Starting to howl a little bit. 15 Philly. Can we find a DDO? $20.22. There's a copper for us. This one was stuck to another coin foil. I can see the arc right through the date and Liberty. That's the schmooze migrating that Carmel was talking about. Oh, 01. So this one, 92, we're looking for the close AM, where there's no space. And then the 2001 Philly, we're looking for the wide AM, where there is a space. Just got opposite day on both of those guys. 2000, looking for a wide AM as well. Nope, they're touching. Another 92. '87 Denver, looking for an RPM. We have some lamination bumps on this one. Kind of makes it look like doubled or doubling, but it's not true doubling, it's just lamination bumps. Things like that. It's picking up in here. Double tap that screen, even if you're just passing through. Helps out the channel. It's free. I appreciate all you guys helping us out. Got away to 87. Checking it for copper. 92, looking for a cam. 92 cam. 98, 99, 2000, 2001, maybe even 2002 wham. All Phillies. There's a little bit of everything to look for on these coins. 87 Denver, looking for the RPM. That was kind of hard to see anyway. We'll chuck it on the scale too, see if we can find a copper. 87. Coming in at 2.5 grams in the blue corner. Cup's getting full again. Just about time to dump her out. Start fresh. '83. Can you find an '83 copper? Easy 5 grand. Easy. Takes 2 seconds to weigh your copper. A scale costs like $10 on Amazon. Be the quickest 5 grand you ever did make. '63, looking for a DDO and an RPM. For the amount of coins that we look through, geez, we should be able to find something. I mean, we do find things every once in a while, but not at the rate in which you'd expect. If you go through, we went through $500 of quarters. We pulled a couple things out, like a nose wart and a spitting horse and a spitting eagle and a rotated die, and like handful of different things, which is awesome. You'd think there'd be more. But we're still pulling Wheaties out, so we're pretty happy about that. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Gearing up for the work week ahead of us. And I'm just looking for that $100,000 coin. That's the only one I'm really looking for. And I can take a day off of work. Oh, there goes. There she goes. She needs some juice. Thing lasts a good while though. I just realized something. That's spelt wrong. Detail is D-E-T-I-A-L. That's good Chinese equipment right there. That's awesome. Focus on detail. Oh, I've never even noticed that before. That's hilarious. I was just so excited when I got this scope to just turn it on and start using it. And that's what I did. I haven't even bothered to learn how to change the date on it. $86 cup holder coin coming in nasty. Coming in hot. $95 Denver, looking for that DDO. Yeah, the scope is scoping. That's all I really care about. I did mention on my last video I was going to hook it up to the laptop and see if it showed up differently or if you could see the whole coin, or I just never done that before. It's worked out great in the way I'm doing it, so just never bothered to change it. 70 Denver. Is there something to look for here? No, just the S mints on the 70s. It is a copper coin, so it's going in the copper bucket. $92, come on, Cam. Let's go. If only. I'd save 2025s. If I find 2025s, I also save those ones. So found maybe one or two in the last box. Nothing crazy. $88, searching for copper first and foremost. Not coming through for us on there. Then we're looking for the reverse of 89. Those initials there. FG. Wonder how long it's going to take before family comes barging in. Like, come on, you've been on. It's been over an hour and a half now. Just wonder. Because like I said, I could do this all day long. But probably wouldn't be a great idea to do that. It is a great idea. But, you know, having a family, sometimes you gotta take the hit and take a break. Just come back later. These coins aren't going to go anywhere, that's for sure. 71 Denver, there's a copper. I think 71 Phillies, there's DDO, but nothing on the Denvers. 85 Denver. Stinkin' Zinkin' Lincoln. That's what that one was. 2.5 grams. $87, looking for an RPM. See, here's the crooked mint marks I was talking about. Usually this is what they look like. But lately I've had a few of them that come in straight. So, interesting. 74 copper cent. 12 Denver. 66, there's a DDO or DDR to be had here. If we could get so lucky. Like I said, one day we're going to just nail the jackpot. This is like playing the lottery, except for we have probably a slightly better chance of winning. Not going to win as much. We're going to win. We got 13 likes. Can we get 13 more? We're going to go ahead and double tap the screen, even if you're just passing through. Just double tap. Helps the channel. It's free of charge today. You'd be happy to hear that. 23, we're looking for the VDBV. The extra V. Be like Greg. Oh, here's a 2009 commemorative. Haven't come across one of these in a little bit. Still save them. Pretty cool. Ooh, which one was it? There's actually a 2009 Denver. Let's see here. 2009 Philly Professional Life. We'd be looking at the cupola up top, but not on the Denvers. Be like Greg. Always double tap the screen. I don't really get this #1 fan thing, because Carmel's been commenting on a bunch, and then Greg says one thing, and he gets a #1 fan. How does that work? Way to go, Greg. #1 fan. Got some stinking Zinkin' Lincolns in here. I can't remember who I heard that from. It was one of the commenters on a previous video. It's like stinking Zinkin' Lincoln, or Zinkin' Lincoln, I think he said. I added the stinkin' myself. 84, we're looking for that doubled ear and a DDO. We're gonna go about this backwards. This is weird. '82 large date. Denver mint mark is a little bit to the left from where it usually is. Not too crazy though. 3.1 on the money. If you guys have interesting coins you have questions on, send me an email, helmetandhunts@gmail.com, and I'll give you my 2 cents. It might not be worth much, but it'll be my 2 cents on whatever you got. I'll get back to everybody. Might take a minute at times, depending on how busy we are at the house. But I will reply to everybody, so don't worry about that. Got my lawnmower fixed. Was down for the count, had a carburetor issue. Got that thing back online, so I might be out there mowing the lawn this afternoon. It's a pretty nice day for it. Most of the grass is dead already because I don't have a sprinkler system and it's been super dry. Hey, look at that. There's an old Queen Elizabeth the Tooth. You can tell it's old because she looks super young on this one. 1963. There we go. The oldest Canadian of the hunt. And then I saved my other Canadian here. 2006. See how old this lady looks and how young she looks in this one? She ages along with her reign. That's pretty cool. There's a few different designs in between these as well. So if you pull Canadians out, check them over. They're pretty cool. Unlike Lincoln, he's just ageless. He's just always the same age. Looking for copper. I'm gonna weigh this 87. Wish it was copper. Yeah, they're pretty clever up there, them Canadians. 99, looking for the wham. I'm not sure if they did that with like King George as well. The only King Georges I've ever found were obviously like 50s and 60s or something. But I don't know if they aged him along with his coins as well. I'd be kind of curious, little tidbit to find out. Like, why did they do that? Why don't we do that? 67 Denver? Look at that mint mark. Is that a mint mark? It's like 67 weak mint mark. Never seen that before. 67, there's not anything to look for, but that looks like a D mint mark. That looks like a D mint mark right there, unless it's like a pit. But there's not pitting on the rest of the coin. Let's put some side light on it. See what I can find. Don't really see much. Just looks like it looks like a D mint mark though. What the heck? Is it just a coinkydink? It looks like it's farther left than it should be as well, but I'm gonna have to check that one out a little further. I'm gonna look it up real quick. 1967. Week D. No regular issue 1967 penny was ever struck with a D mint mark. All 1967 pennies were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which does not use mint marks. If it appears to have a weak D, it's not a rare error, but a result of a filled die. What? Severe coin wear or damage. Interesting. There's no Denver mint marks in 67, so that's not. It sure does look like it, though. That is weird. That's kind of cool. Probably just a spot. Yeah, it's just a schmooze spot. I don't know. It still kind of looks like it, but that was kind of cool. Better to know than try to send something in for grading and they're like, what an idiot. What an idiot. $20.25 last year. Lincoln Shield Scent. We are going to save that one. That's the newest one we found so far. I don't think we can find anything newer than that. Not in U.S. pennies, anyway. Looking for the 92 close AMs. 99 wide AMs. $79 Denver copper. Spent some time in the ground for sure. 84 Denver. I'm not sure if they're actually worth anything. I just like saving them because it's the last one. I don't know. 20.25. Lincoln 1 cent value. So I save them because of the last year. If you get the Omega, which you're never going to find the Omega in circulation, they're $6,000 to $40,000. They have to be in high grades in 2025 to even hit $30. Like Mint State 68 plus. I just like saving them to the last year of the Lincoln scent lineage. So take it for what it's worth. Might not be worth a whole lot. 63 Philly. We're going to call it a wrap after this. We have a few coins left. 63. I think it's just nothing on a 63 Philly, actually. I thought it was 63. It's a Denver DDO doubling in the 3. So graded MS 68 plus can be worth $30 to $100 or so if it grades really high. Last one's 95 Denver. Looking for a DDO. All right, well, that's it for the hunt today. The only weed we found is a 57 Denver. So if you're interested in entering the giveaway, pick a number. Hold on. I'm going to write down a number. 1 through 10. And if you pick the number, I will send you this wheat scent. So pick a number 1 through 10. I'll cover cost of shipping for this 57 Denver. Just pick a number 1 through 10, throw it in the comments. Greg's a 7, Carmel's a 7. Pick something else, you guys. D. Gonzalez, do you got a guess before you take off? Any other guesses? Greg's a 4, Carmel's a 8. Greg got it with a 2. There we go. Greg, send me an email to helmanandhunts@gmail.com, and I will send you this 57 Denver wheat scent along with one of my very fancy new Hellman and Hunt stickers. And this one's yours. Just send me an email. Otherwise, you have to send me an email with your mailing address. I'll get that in the mail. I have a few other ones I need to get in the mail as well. Thank you guys for watching. Congrats, Greg. Thanks for playing. And we will do this again sometime. That was a long one, 2 hours. I can hardly believe it. just flew by, just like that. So looking forward to that email, Greg. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be back doing this again live, trying to give away some wheat cents as long as we can find some. You guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Have a great week. Hopefully I'll get on a couple times this week as well, so be on the lookout for that as well. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate you.